I'm Victoria Jane, and right now I'm in the GigPig HQ. This is from the studio, and I'm with Foxglove. How are you guys?
We're good, thank you.
All like comfy on the sofa.
Nearly falling off.
Nearly falling off. I'm loving the colour coordinations. Like, it's all working together, but you're all like wearing different colours. Like,
Thank you. It wasn't planned.
Okay.
This. But I mean, to be fair, we have said we need to start being a bit more coordinated recently. So I think we just must be naturally coming together.
how long have you guys actually been playing together now? Because I feel like it's been a long time.
Yeah, so we always say that like we've been playing since Joe joined us, because that's when we started to take it seriously. So probably about 3.5, 4 years ago, we've been playing with Joe. Yeah.
Longer.
What?
Longer.
Longer.
Yeah, 2017.
Gosh.
2019.
That's 4 years. 4
That's
years.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And how did you actually all meet, like, originally?
Well, Liam's good at answering this one, so I'll let you take this one.
Cool, yes, it was a cliche thing of going to university at BIM in Manchester. And obviously twins into music went at the exact same time. I just wanted to start a band, and I said it to Ryan, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. It was that case of chopping and losing people and finding people until we found the right people. How did you find Abby, Ryan?
Very long-winded, but yeah, we played a gig in our old band. Abby came to see that gig, and then we played a gig as Foxglove with an old bassist, and then Joe came to see us at another gig.
Crazy.
And then we were like, yeah, we need a bassist, and Joe was like, I saw you live. That's a better version than what Liam was trying to say.
God. So you've obviously played so many shows and you all know each other so well. What are each of your favourite gig experiences so far, if you could pick one?
Do you know what? I'm going to go for probably one that people, well, these might expect it, but we've played a gig we've played it twice now, and it's at a union at Lancaster University.
Wow.
And it's like their end of year thing, and because they don't have much it's not really in the centre, everyone comes and everyone's just down for it, because our set time was midnight. So everybody's already just up for a laugh. But that was my favourite.
Love that.
My favourite probably would have to be, I don't know, we played a surprise show with Black Rabbits, and that was really good.
That's bad.
And they're just a band that people kind of grew up listening to.
Nostalgic.
A few of their naughty songs, so yeah, it was really cool.
Love that.
It's my one and only rock star moment.
Oh.
We played Neighbourhood Weekender,
Oh,
and we got
that's
the thing through to say we were going to be playing, and I was supposed to be on holiday. So I managed to rearrange the flight for the next day.
Oh, my.
And it was 2 hours after our set, wasn't it? So we played main stage Neighbourhood and then got on a flight. Wasn't a private jet, unfortunately.
Well, you never know.
My only rock
star.
star moment.
It's got to be Red and Leeds growing up, watching people on the telly, bands like 1975, and just wishing I was there to play. And then, we got to do it, which was amazing.
Reading and Leeds is
Jedward was on the same stage.
Jedward, Reading and Leeds, to be fair, all amazing highlights, all amazing and opportunities, gigs in their own right. I feel like you guys have definitely, you're still at the start, but you've had a journey and you've come a long way, and there's, I think, so many more things coming for you guys. I mean, how would you describe your sound? Because there's a lot of stuff combined to make Foxglove, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that we always never really know the answer to. But I think when you would hear where our influences all come from, then you would hear the sound of Foxglove. So for me, when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of Girls Aloud and Kylie. So that was always why I wanted to get into music. And then as I got a bit older, I loved the 1975, Wolf Alice, stuff like that. So that's where my kind of inspiration came from. But then you?
Yeah, the 80s music. I love a lot of old trance music. So I try and make my guitar sound like a synthesizer as much as possible when I play live. And we love early noughties guitar ballads and stuff like that.
The same stuff, didn't we?
And then Joe is a little bit, he was born a little later on than us. And we don't involve his musical influences, sadly. No, I'm joking.
No. Well, you say that, but on the current TikTok we did, I had the best music taste.
There we go. It was coming. Well, you guys are what were you going to say?
It's all right. I was just saying, it's the music from our childhood kind of creeps into it a lot.
Yeah.
For me, it's long car journeys, whatever my dad had on CD. that's for me what really kind of breeds into Foxglove.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So many different things like kind of combined, and I feel like you can hear that in your music because it sounds so eclectic and like so different to other bands, really.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's all right. I also feel like you're making such an impact in like Manchester has shown a lot of love to you guys. What does it mean for you to be a Manchester band, and like how Manchester and the creative scene up here has kind of influenced you guys?
I think like I started going to gigs when I was like 15, 16 all around Manchester, and for me I always remember going to the Deaf Institute and being I really want to play here one day. Like what I loved about it back then was like such menial things. I liked how it had furry wallpaper and a disco ball, and I was like, I really want to play here one day. And then like this year we've played there quite a few, three times. So it's just pretty mad.
Insane.
Yeah. What about you guys? I know you have something to say on this.
Yeah, it's just growing up with obviously, you know, our mum listening to stuff like Oasis.
Yeah.
And you know, and then going down the rabbit hole of like Joy Division and stuff like that. I'm thinking, God, if they can do it, then there's no reason why we can't do it. And just being in around and being involved, living in Manchester, and there's always a gig on at night or something, and it's just great to be a part of, isn't it?
Very much so, I know. And I was thinking, like, with you guys, like, the musical journey with your releases is an interesting one. What is it like actually making the records? And also, what have you got planned for next year with releases?
So, like, how we create music together, how do we do that
Yeah,
sort
like,
of thing?
making the songs and like the writing process for you and just all coming together. Like how is it making the music?
It's changed a lot. Like it used to just be me and Abby would write a song on guitar, and then we bring it to the full band and then put music layers on top of that. But now it's kind of like Liam will go home and like chill out with a sample for a bit, and then he'll give it to the rest of us, and we'll all kind of record separate at times now. And I'd much rather just do like a layering of guitars just in one go and just kind of be a bit more spontaneous about it. Because in the past you can really sit down with it, but I think as like a musician you shouldn't really sit down too long with it because it comes too oversaturated, I think, or complicated.
I think as well, when we used to just write in a practice studio, like in the early stages. But I think now we find it much easier, like in a proper studio, when we can actually hear each other and hear the different sounds, try different sounds. Because back when we first started making music, we were very like guitar led, and now we're like we kind of want to branch out a bit more, and like because our influences obviously change as well through time. Like me and Ryan love like dance music and Warehouse Project, we go there all the time. So obviously that's going to influence your music as well. So just like it just changes through time, but I feel like it's going in the right direction. Like the next EP that we're bringing out, well, it's our first EP. Debut EP, I feel like it's something that we're all really proud of, and it's took us a long time to get it together because we didn't want to rush it and put out something that we weren't proud of. But yeah, it's all ready to go now. We've got the first single coming soon.
Next year, so
22nd of December is the first single.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then we're going to stagger it and then do the full thing hopefully around June, July time.
So good. So lots of new music to look forward to. The EP. More shows, and I want to round up on a question that I ask everyone. What is one thing that you couldn't live without being on your rider? You need it to be on your rider.
I don't really ask for a rider, do
I wish.
What? You need to. Should make that demand.
What would you want then?
What would you want?
I really want, and shout out to people who don't drink beer and cider, because I have to forcibly drink this. I want White Claw.
Okay.
On a rider or Coke Zero. I'm not bothered. Either of the two.
Okay. What about you guys?
I don't know. Maybe just some refreshing smoothies or.
Smoothies. I love that. Yeah,
like, a pint's all right. I mean,
a full stomach.
I don't know. I really don't. That was a panic. That. I mean, a pint's all right because it settles your nerves a bit, but that's not that adventurous, is it?
Always there.
Can I have 2 in 1?
Yeah, go on. That's the first on the show.
Beer.
Beer.
And somebody to drive me home afterwards so I can drink the beer. It's
that.
always me.
I love that.
We always spend a lot of time running out before getting food.
Yeah.
So if there's a meal deal there or something
A meal
straight
deal.
away, I'll be happy with that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just next time you ask for a rider when you get a gig and put all of those on it.
Probably tell us to go away, won't they?
Oh, well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us
Thanks
on
for
the
having us.
couch. Make sure you check out Foxglove's live from the studio.